Hello besties, welcome back. So today I will teach you how to get the exact batter measurement for your different pan size. Most at times people come to my DM and they ask me questions like 12 star, please, I want to bake a size a 6 inches cake. You understand? A 6 inches cake with a 6 inches pan. What is the amount of batter? What is the right amount of batter that is meant to go into this 6 inches cake pan? And the second most popular question I also get is 12 star, please, I want to bake a 6 inches cake, one layer. What is the amount of butter, amount of sugar, amount of flour? What is the amount of flour I'm meant to use to get a 6 inches cake? I'll be discussing that in my second video. So please, if you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel so that whenever I upload, and turn on the notification bell so that if I upload the video, you'll be the first to see it. But for the first question, what is the amount of butter? What amount of butter can you place into the 6 inches cake pan to be able to give you the standard measurement? Because if you overput your butter into this particular cake pan, after baking your cake will overrise and it will like fall, it will mess your oven around and it will be overfilled. And if you underfill your cake pan with your butter, your cake will not really rise like that. So I'll be giving you the measurements, the exact batter measurement. So what do I mean by batter? Batter is when you finish mixing your flour, your sugar, your butter, all those things. This is what we call cake batter. So you now put it into this place. So first of all, for you to know the amount of cake batter you're meant to use in in any of this pan, whether size 6, whether size 8, size 9, size 10 or whatsoever, you need your digital scale. So please, if you don't have a digital scale, go and get one. Although I would have loved to give you a cup measurement, but no, for this start, if you want to get something accurate, and this particular measurement I'm giving to you, after baking the cake will give you at least 2.5 inches height. You know, the standard measurements for your cake is meant to be 2.5 inches height, like the height of your cake. So even though you bake a 6 inches cake, you bake an 8 inches cake, you bake a 10 inches cake, all of them are meant to be what? The same height of what? 2.5 inches. So that even though after trimming, after whatsoever, you can still stop at, your cake can still be at what? 2 inches height. So first of all, get your scale. I will be using water. This is some water. I have some water here. This water will signify my cake batter. Let's say I have finished mixing in my flour, my sugar, my cocoa powder, just everything, butter, flour, sugar, milk, baking powder. This is now my batter. I am ready to bake my cake. I don't want to give you cup measurements. I want to give you this measurement in kg. Now, if you want to bake a size 6 inches cake, what is the amount of batter that should be inside this particular cake pan? If you're using cup, 3 cups is enough. Like you can put in 3 cups. You fetch in 1 cup, 2 cup, 3 cups. It is enough to bake of this size, and it will give you even more than 2 inches cake height. But it depends on your recipe. That is why in my next video, I will now teach you, if you want to bake a size 6 inches cake, I will now teach you, okay, for you to bake a size 6 inches cake, you need so grams of butter. You need so grams of sugar. You need so grams of flour. After mixing it, it will give you a size 6 inches cake. So even though a customer now comes to you and now tells you, Henry's Confectionery, please, so I want to bake a 6 inches layers cake. I want to bake a 6 inches cake, 3 layers. So all you need to do is just to times that measurement by 3. But I will not be discussing that for now. Let's start. Now, this is my 6 inches cake pan. This 6 inches cake pan, see, all you need to do is that you just take your tape and just turn it upside down and measure it. You now see that it is 6 what? It is 6 inches. Can you see? It is 6 inches. So, and the height is 3 inches. The height is 3 inches. All you need to do is that you on your scale. When you on your scale, just place your cake pan on your scale and then make sure it's on 0. Make sure it's on tier 0. Then this is my what? This is my cake batter. You begin to add. So for a 6 inches cake pan, the amount of batter that is meant to go into the 6 inches cake pan is 650 grams of butter or 700 grams of butter. Now I'll begin to add. Okay, so the water is not enough, and I just got more water. What we have here is 369 whatsoever, 369 kg. So I'll keep on adding. It's 400. This is 500. Okay, let me turn it so I'll see what I'm doing. Good. It's now 650. I'm just doing this practical so that you will not like you won't be confused. So now this water is now what? This cake batter, what is inside this 6 inches cake pan is what? 650 grams of butter. So after mixing your cake, after mixing whatsoever, whether vanilla cake, chocolate cake, red velvet cake, orange cake, what is meant to go into the 6 inches cake pan is 650 grams of cake batter or 700 grams of cake batter. So after baking it, it will be more than at least more than 2 inches height. Like after baking your cake, it should be more than 2.5 inches height, so that even though you want to trim your cake, you want to level your cake, after everything, it will still sum up to 2 inches or 2.5. So it depends on your recipe. So please, if you exceed this 650 grams or 700 grams, just know that your cake might overflow. After your cake will finish baking, it will overflow. Now let's keep this aside. This is 6 inches. Let's keep it aside, and let me also keep my scale aside. The pan is leaking. So the next cake pan we have here is 7 inches, and for your 7 inches cake pan, the amount of cake batter that is meant to go into the 7 inches pan is at least 750 grams of cake batter. I will still be coming to the square pans, so just relax. Then this is an 8 inches cake pan. For your 8 inches cake pan, the amount of batter that is meant to go into this 8 inches pan is 850 grams of butter. It's our 10 inches cake pan. The amount of butter that is meant to go into this 10 inches cake pan is either you can put 950 grams of butter or 1 kg of butter. Then this is our 12 inches pan. For the 12 inches pan, 1 kg of butter can go into this. Also 1.2 kg of butter, that is 1 kg of butter plus 200 grams can go into this. And the next we have is this 12, 13, 14. The next we have is 14 inches. For this 14 inches, 1.3 kg of butter can go into this 14 inches cake. And also we have this one, this one is 16 inches cake. This is 16 inches pan. For your 16 inches pan, 1.5 kg of butter can go into this particular 16 inches cake pan. Let me just do a quick recap here. I will now tell you for your square pan all you need to do. Hope you are writing what I am stating, because I am not coming back to this. If you have any question, please drop it at the comment section. That's very, very important. So for all these your cake pans, I will release the amount of butter so that you'll be able to write it and follow me accordingly. For the 6 inches cake pan, 650 grams of butter or 700 grams of butter can be baked comfortably inside this 6 inches cake pan. We just measured it. For your 7 inches cake pan, 750 grams of cake batter can go into this place. For your 8 inches cake pan, 800 grams of butter or 850 grams of butter can go into this. Then for your 10 inches cake pan, 950 grams of butter or 1 kg of butter will do. Then for your 12 inches cake pan, 1 kg or 1.2 kg, 1 kg or 1.2 kg of cake batter will do. And also for your 16 inches pan, 1.6 kg batter, or 1.4, from 1.4 to 1.6 is okay. Kg of batter will do. Now, let's come back to the square sized cake. For the square sized cake, remember, square cakes takes a lot of space. So if you're baking a square cake, remember, square cake consumes more batter. So if I'm baking a size 6 inches square cake, all I need to do is that you will now say to yourself, since your round cake pan will contain either 650 grams of batter, let's say your round cake pan will contain 650 grams of batter or 700 grams of batter, that means your square size pan will contain 800 grams of cake batter. So for every size, so all these sizes that are here, if it is square pan, just add in extra 100 grams. Since this is 6 inches cake pan, and what will be here is 650 grams of batter. So you now say, since this is a 6 inches square pan, so for 6 inches square pan, it will now be, so you now say 650 plus 100 will give you what? 750. So that is how to get it. So if you're baking a size 8 inches cake pan, and since this round 8 inches cake pan, what will contain the 8 inches cake pan is 850 grams of batter. Yes, you now say your square cake pan will now contain 950 grams of batter. So just keep on adding 100. So for your size 6 inch, so let me just summarize everything I've said. So if you want to bake a size 6 inches cake, the amount of batter that will go into this pan is either 600, 650, or 700. So it all depends on you. So you can start with 600. The next baking you want to bake, do 650. The next baking you want to bake, do 700. Then you now see the one that is okay for you. Same with size 7 inches cake pan. If you want to bake size 7 inches cake pan, it's either you use 700 grams of batter will do, 750 grams of batter will do. Same with the rest. Now, if you're baking a square cake, size 6 inches square cake, just adding 100. So you now say, since your round cake pan will take at least 600 grams of batter, just adding 100 grams, that is 700 grams. So, or you will say, since your round pan is using 650 grams of batter, that means this same size of my square pan will now use 750 grams of batter. That is it. If you have any question, drop it at the comment section. And also, in my next video, I will now teach you how to know the amount of flour, amount of butter, how many kg of flour, how many kg of sugar, how many kg of butter can bake a 6 inches cake, how many kg of flour, how many kg of butter, how many kg of sugar can bake an 8 inches cake. That is what I'll be saying in my next video. You'll be seeing in my next video. Thank you so much for watching and understanding. Drop your questions. I'll be at the comment section to answer and to reply you. I love you all.